I know you probably can't see. I'm going, shit, on the way to work. All right, so there. You know, like I said, it's summertime. It's getting popping, right? So anyway, they had this bum ass nigga. He doing the same thing, you know, I would be doing if it wasn't for this lab job. So anyway, I saw it that he had the sign like I had, like he's doing it, but he had to turn the wrong way on purpose. I know he did, because all the cars in front of me, about 5 cars went through his stop sign. That's a big deal. And so what he did what I ain't gonna lie, because sometimes I would get mad as the people kept, like I'm standing here, but we wouldn't be doing it well. You see, they got the whole road blocked off. So normally you wouldn't be on the street this big, but you know, this is a big city project. Probably the city is paying for this. So normally you're on the two. So you see how they, you know, they working on this whole thing. So they got permission to block off and turn this into a 1 or 2 lane. But anyway, the point is, he let 6 cars go. I'm telling you, I'm not just complaining because it's mockery. And then as soon as I get there, I should have just went through it. But he you know, he does what because you know when I'm standing there flagging, a lot of them, especially the white folks and the white neighbors, the liberals, the Democrats, they'll keep going through the stop sign, and you know they'll do their hands like what, and like I said, you know, a lot of times we're on 2-lane streets, so 1 lane's blocked off, and you can't, sometimes you can't see over the horizon. We're so far apart, so we have to go by our radios. You know, they'll tell you when to start letting traffic through, and so these motherfuckers still dumb gang stalkers, still going through, just like yesterday. Matter of fact, I think I was coming this way. This is a different way. And the street just like this is up the street. Just like right here, up there, there's a stoplight. Two white people, look like middle-aged, gray hair, look like lady in their late 50s. They run, they know my light is green. That's not a stoplight, that's a crosswalk light, but the light is green. They ain't see it. So they step out in traffic. Just like right now, if I would just step out in traffic, but then they look at me and I blow the horn, the lady, she starts doing a little dance because she's not sure. But the guy, you know, he's sure, he's just gonna keep walking. I guess both of them wanna die. You know, it's like a movie where a person is committing suicide and they just close their eyes and keep going, jump in front of a train. He just kept going, but the woman, she got scared when I blew the horn, because first of all, like I said, that means, just like at that crosswalk, the don't walk signal, you know, right there's a cross, we got the little, you know, the person sign. So if they push the button, you know, it turns red, right? So they didn't, and at this street, it probably has a button too, but it's a stop light. You know, a big street like this, it's a, you know, it got the 5-way really turning lane. So even if they could push the button, they didn't even put, like somebody just pushed the button, they didn't even push the button, but it wasn't a crosswalk, it was a stop sign, a stop light, like down there. You know, it's a fucking stop light. So this dumb, I'm glad I left early. I left real early. I would have been 30 minutes early. You know, but they do it. So yeah, like I said, so what happens when they kept running, I would get mad, you know, and I'd almost throw the sign at them. Seriously, I would, because I know they're doing it on purpose. Then they would stop because of the motion, because I made a motion with it instead of just turning it around, you know, and he had it on stop, and they all were going through his stop. They're not supposed to do, you're not supposed to do, you're supposed to stop them people. He was facing the other way. Like, I guess they don't have radios. Because the other dude will yell down at him, hey man, turn your fucking sign around. Seriously, because that means either both of you got stop signs and holding up traffic, or both of you got go signs, got slow. So either the dude up here and oncoming would have met head on. And that has happened before. I've seen it, but they, you know, obviously the one person basically got in between the barrels to let the other people go. You know, he got into the work zone, what they call the work zone. That's why, like I said, I don't like working with the young niggas, because they'll send their traffic and they know, and they don't do it correct. Really, they won't. You know, I like the older crackheads. They really are crackheads, but at least they're professional out there. The young dudes in their 20s, they don't care. I'm like, man, somebody gonna wreck, dude. And then on top of that, I don't know what the rules is. Maybe we might not be able to, get suspended by the DOT. Because that's where we get your card, from the DOT. I mean, it's not a big deal like that. Like, no. What I'm saying is, you're gonna fuck up our money if you cause an accident. I think, I don't know for sure. I don't want to find out, stupid motherfucker. But yeah, so now they having goddamn shit going, man. So yeah, like I said, he let all 5 people go through. You know what I'm saying? And then when I guess the handler, his handler signaled him when I was right there. Then he turns around and tells me this, and he does a movement. Like, first of all, he wasn't facing traffic and trying to tell people, like, hey, stop. Like, I'll do it. I'll be like, hey, I won't get out in traffic, but I'll be like, hey, y'all need, waving it. They see it. You can't tell me you don't see it. You're playing games and shit, So he was just basically facing the other way, standing this way. He was just standing, he wasn't even looking. He just had, and then when he could tell after 6 people went through his stop sign. So they right down. You can't see them because the porta potties in the way, and the big ass bus is coming through. But yeah, they all down there somewhere. You can't see them and shit, but yeah, they a little shady operation.